Moo! Moo!
Alright, so we're back at it. It's in the 50s. Sun is shining. Snow's starting to melt. Thank God. So we just got hammered with a ginormous snowstorm again. Hopefully that is it. It's the end of April now. God, I hope that's the end of it. I'm going to try to get the rest of this truck buttoned up today. This I got to fix. This broke when I was putting it back in. And I was trying to make an aluminum version to fit in there. And it just, I couldn't, that radius, this is just too tight of a turn for it to work right. So, I zip tied it up in here. This cable's not coming out of here. What that does is it keeps this from hitting there. This little piece here is from Bulletproof Diesel. That keeps your cable from knocking into here. I'm scouring the forums right now. I already tried Facebook and nobody seems to have a bad fan clutch, because you can't just get this plastic piece separate. It comes with the whole clutch, and that thing's really expensive. I've had a lot of people ask me, why don't I just go to a 7.3 fan clutch, which is mechanical. If you're not a Ford person, it's all mechanical. It's not, doesn't have a cable like this on it. The reason for that is all the reviews that I've seen is it sounds like a freaking school bus, trash truck, whatever. Like, all you hear is fan noise most of the time. Especially in the winter, you gotta wait for it to warm up, for the fluid to warm up to release the fan. You know, I don't want to deal with it right now. I don't need the truck running any cooler, because it does fine, and there's nothing wrong with this. So that is why I decided not to do that. Plus, I've never had an issue with this either. I mean, I don't tow massive amounts. I mean, if it was like a do-work truck that always had a trailer on it, what have you, then yeah, sure, why not? But this thing isn't. It's just a daily driver beater truck, so I'm going to try to make that work. But I think this will be okay. It'll probably come and bite me in the ass once this thing kicks up. It'll suck it into there, watch. Alright, so while trying to make these spacers for this, it broke. So I just hit F it, buzzed it off. Trying to make it look all nice and pretty, but you know what? F it. You ever just have those days you just really don't want to work on this thing? And that's just how I feel today. Just don't really want to do this right now. A buddy of mine works at Pusher Intakes. They mainly do tubes and stuff for Cummins. And I set these out to get them powder coated. These are the Mishimoto ones for the 6L. And he went and put a fat bead, a bigger bead on the end of all these. And it has just made it a bitch. To get all these on here. You know, I mean, I appreciate it and stuff, but they build compound turbo monsters, push a lot of boost, and this thing doesn't, man. 6.0s just don't need to. Brand new air filter. Not gonna believe this. Not gonna believe this. So I went to go put the battery cable on. Man, I can't get the battery cable on there. That's weird. That is because way down there it's caught behind the intercooler. And if you remember, the intercooler was the last thing to come out and the first thing to go back in. Great. Great. Yay. Alright, so what I'm hoping I can do is undo that right there and the other side. And I'm hoping I can pop the intercooler up enough to squeeze that guy out of there. Oh my God. So, poked and prodded, and it just doesn't lift up high enough. So, out everything comes again. What I'm hoping is I can take the battery out this side, maybe this tube, and just wedge that thing up far enough. We'll see. Alright, I got the front buttoned up there, all back together now. Let's see how these guys do. Not bad for sitting how long? The 6.4 starter sounds nice. Well, we're gonna dump some coolant in her. I gotta take it to the shop to have the AC redone, and then I think she's good to go. Let's see how she does with the temperature wise. Hell yeah. Awesome. Finally.